Good morning, everybody. It is now day 3 of race weekend, and it's freezing out there. It's cold. And I got woken early by my alarm clock. Oh, concrete workers out front of the room. And now we're having some egg whites this morning. That's right, gotta still try and keep it clean. Today's 5 sessions throughout the day, and the fastest lap within any given session is what qualifies you tomorrow, which is really, which I'll talk about a lot in just a bit. Once I have my breakfast and I get going this morning, I have this coffee in me that's on my table, and I just want to say good morning. Get this day 3, episode 3 of Watkins Weekend going, and today's qualifying day. Today I'm gonna put up some good video of what we wear, our suits, our Hans, and what all this means and what this stands for and what we use it for, etc. Again, just trying to be informational and get everyone to understand all this stuff. See you in a bit. All right, guys. Day 3 at Watkins Glen. Episode 3 is qualifying day. So, you want to know what it looks like to be inside a race car? Here you go. As you see on my steering wheel, you have certain buttons. Talk to your team right here. There's a radio in the car. I'll show that in a second. If you want to have a little shot of water through your helmet, which I'm going to show that in a second, bam, push this bad boy. Come over here. Today's not a night race, so we don't have our lights in the car, but if you're going to pass somebody, you click, 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 like you're flashing them on the highway. And then if you're going into the pit speeds are restricted at all tracks. Pop this bad boy here. Across the bottom of your screen down here, it goes red and blinks, pit lane speed limit, and it puts the car at 35 miles an hour. So you just peg your foot on the gas, and the car holds at 35 miles an hour. It is designed to do that. So then as you're leaving the pit, there is a line that you can, as soon as you cross it, you mash this bad boy, you spin your tires, you're gonna go like a loon. Okay, for electronics, it goes through the colors. So if there's a yellow on the track, when the track is green, that bad boy is green, and then a yellow, it hits yellow. You have to be paying attention to that, as well as when we do code 35s. If you're over 35 miles an hour, it blinks, and they give you 1 warning, and if you are over, you get 1 warning, and if you then do it again, guess what? They dock a lap. All right, so here we go. These are the only buttons the car has. So you click that ignition button to the right, self-explanatory, start, stop, huh? Do I need to explain that one? Below it is a creature comforts button. We call that the creature comforts button. Secondary fuel reserve. So when you have a reserve light that will turn on, you click this. You know how much time you then have because you're in the reserve. Wiper blades, turning on the lights. Fan for the engine if it happens to be hot or you're parked on the track for some reason. Fuel reset. Every time you get in and you reset the fuel tank, you hit that button, it turns it to 0, and we have a fuel number that is up on our screen. And which is over this bad boy. As you see, I'll block it from left to right. You know your reference time that you're at, your best time. Obviously, your that stupid wiper part. That's actually the volts. Your lap number, so how many laps you're on your stint. Your speed is in the left one. RPMs are in the right. Obviously, RPM is at 0. The engine's off, and the gear is at nothing because the engine is off. The right-hand side, your lap time that you just did, and the center is your predictive. It is predicting to you in that lap, if you stay and run the perfect line, what your time would be. Okay, so then this is your last lap, your GPS speed, water temperature, and obviously your battery. And this little bad boy, this is you suck or you're doing good. That bad boy is either going to be green, no color, or red. If it is no color, you are literally doing the same exact lap that you did the previous lap. You're going no better, no faster, or no slower. And then if it's green, you are now going faster. And obviously you see many little buttons across there, right? Multiples of them. So if it's all the way green, you're absolutely killing your previous lap, but maybe it's only 1 or 2 little greens, you're only a few tenths ahead. So those little markers are tenths. Tenths, we're talking tenths here. Yes, racing is about tenths. It's a game of absolute tenths, guys. So you want that thing green for the most part, but you won't, but you don't want it red. but you always will have it in red because there's going to be probably 80 to 90 cars on the track on Saturday, and there's 4 different kart classes and kart classes below us, which are slower, thus making that go red, because if they're at the apex and you're there at the apex with them, you're going to slow down and you're going to have to avoid that lap. Creature comforts. The left one is the water, the right one is the AC. It blows into our helmets. I'll show you that in a second. Our VHF radio. Don't need to talk much about those, right? They're connected to our helmet. I'll show my helmet in a little bit. That'll be the equipment section. Again, antennas. This is the Sentinel live feed. So from this car, there is a live feed that hits the pit. I'm going to see what the car's doing and exit it. Again, there's the water. And this bad boy here is the air conditioning. So I'll turn my camera around. It's about all you get for a rear view mirror. And this is your rear view angle right there. So you kind of got to work your head up and down through the center net to see the mirror. Same thing. Kill switch, that little red button, it looks like you push it in, is a fire suppressant system. You would have an accident, a car catching on fire, which they do. You press that button in and it shoots foam in the car and the engine and the gas area, because obviously it's not going to know where the fire is at. All right, let me turn this thing around, put it on myself, talk about more crap. By the way, there's the live camera. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 over here. All right, this is a 5-point harness. When I go through the equipment, you'll see that a Hans device sits here. So it's a head and neck restraint system, which doesn't let you snap your neck if you were to have an accident, which will actually kill Bill Earnhardt Sr. How to get out of the car, this little bad boy right here. The net goes here. In case you roll over, your hands stay in the car. That's that thing. And one more thing I didn't show, and turn this camera. That's where you connect a shirt that we wear that has little lines through it, and it pumps the cold water in right through there. That's really about it. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Air conditioning vent. We have it there. Obviously, it's magnetic. Those little magnetic pucks you see are for our seat belt tops. So we put them in. Just pop these. I can't see them right now. You just pop them there like that, so that when we do our driver change, we already all know that they're all sitting there. That's how you come in and you just boom, boom, put them on, connect them. So this guy. Right, everything connects here. And by the way, if you happen to have gotten a crash, car's on fire, you got to get out. You just pull this over, all your seatbelts release, pop out of the car. And yes, to answer your question, the drill at every racetrack, we drill, and you have, I think at this track, it's 7 seconds to get out of the car. So you have to be fully seated, fully with your helmet on, with your Hans device, fully clicked in, and then they stand over there and they click a button. You got to open here, take your seatbelts off, and jump out of the car within 7 seconds. And if you cannot do that, for whatever reason, you are not allowed to race. One thing I didn't show, cute switch that we have. This is an adjustable sway bar. It uses, peep this. This is the spot right here. Sir, turn this around. All right, guys, here we go. Gonna be loud. Cars, last session for testing today and qualifying right now. Everyone's trying to get it. Trying to talk over these cars, which will be impossible. Beautiful Aston Martin. This is the leader of my class. That car now is being driven by a pro called Johann Schwartz. Google him. All right, everybody. So this is what you do when you're trying to be sure that you're not over on horsepower weight, so that after we run tomorrow, when you get teched, which you do always, you get dynoed. You adjust your tune if you have to. Altitude changes, tunes, temperature, and it's quite cold today. Temperature changes, tunes, etc. This is going to get real loud for you guys, so hold your ears.
It's going about to get loud up in here. Dyno pool, and that's a dyno pool. And that is loud enough. I do not have my other earbud in. I only have one, and it's too loud for me. So I'm fixing to get on out of here. Hope you guys keep enjoying all this real, what it looks like to be at a racetrack. And there's the, can't really see way back there. That's where they bring your car if you had some trouble. And that car burnt down today. There was a few other cars that did get crashed. It's kind of like an impound area where they first make you drop your crashed car off. For them to look at it and see if you could have done anything better with your build of your car. Again, you see more and more people here now. Obviously, yes, we're in upstate New York, and we are seeing the changing of the leaves. Yeah, here we go. More people signing up and coming for the dyno. Here comes that F car, the F80, 82, I don't know which number there is. So yeah, this is what the afternoons look like after qualifying day is done. We'll get pulled again and pulled again, ensure our tune is right. They do not charge you for this. The series pays for that. And then the top 5 cars tomorrow of all classes get in this long line and stay here till 6 or 7 o'clock at night dyno pulling to ensure that you had the exact horsepower to weight that you were supposed to have, as this is a horsepower to weight regulated series. Thanks, guys. I hope y'all keep enjoying all this content. So this is how we kind of get into our cars for the morning. There we go. Time to get strapped in. Notice he has his Hans device on. There's like a process because there is a bunch of things that go on. As I showed you in my video yesterday, he's working through the 5-point harness, which we do in under 30 seconds during pit stops. Radio was just installed. Now the air conditioner's head. This is the process. Now tightening everything up, which again, no hurry today. But it's nice and chill. But yes, during the race, it's chaos. You kind of just get in there, kind of put them on, take off to the track, and then you just go kind of sort of tightening them like everyone's doing now, but you do that on the track while moving. So yeah, endurance racing is interesting, chaotic at times, boring at other times. So here we go. And these are little fine-tuning adjustments that he'll do for the first stint, but the second, third, and fourth stint after this, it's all under the gun. While they're fueling, you've got to get in and out. So just installed the steering wheel, and here we go. I'm gonna finish walking up the grid as they kick us out, so you guys see all these other cars. All these other cars are in our class. Both sides here of the grid. I think they said 90 cars. It is gonna be absolute chaos today.
Everyone be safe.
Okay, all the GT4 cars on that side. All right. It is just levels to this. Levels. Just absolutely out of control. How many cars there are in this series. Probably one of my favorite cars here today. Yum. All right, I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys. Kicking us out.